Hi everyone, my name is Philip and I'm the data as a product guy. Today I'm talking about how to move from traditional data warehouse schedules to modern Microsoft Fabric based signals to trigger your data products and how to build an end-to-end job queue which refreshes your data. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, so what I'm talking about today is most data teams today still run on nightly schedules. In the data product world, values don't wait for a clock. So it's more like today they move from central orchestration to a product-driven signal, which we built in Microsoft Fabric using an out-of-the-box pattern, which is called you have the output port, who is raising or having an event stream that sends an event, and then the activator is listening to that event and triggers the next data product if the data product owner wants it. So it's faster, safer, simpler. And so once you see it, you will go and follow that pattern. Just imagine, today a data product is like an autonomous service for a business data set, which contains the layers ingestion, transformation. It takes care of quality, and then of course it wants to serve it. So it's if it's finished, then it's going out of the dock. And the output port, which is the official API of the output port, contains a versioned data scheme and with metadata and a contract which is able to fulfill. Really think about a finished good that is clean, documented, and dependable. Okay, so having that in mind, it's in classical data warehouses, a central scheduler or a central job queue bridles the chains and is tightly coupling that. So with triggering, that flips. A product A emits an A signal when it's done. So the downstream data products listen to that event and act if the contract conditions match. So no guessing, is the data fresh? The event is the truth of the source, which means you have a higher outcome and higher autonomy and lower lead time. Just imagine here having those blocks of domino and you don't know whether it's where you're in the queue, what happens. So with the signals, actually it's wireless, and depending on the event, your activator will go and trigger the next step within the data product. So let's see. So what is the step one? Step one is you publish from the output port, it's a fabric pipeline that got triggered. You go and at the end you raise the event and send it to an event house or whatever you mean. And this event is it's compared it's a minimal it's filled with the minimal contract relevant fields like the product the ID, the output ID, the version which I got triggered, a schema hash, a date time window from 2, a quality status, and of course a record count. So it is the minimal things that you send with the message as information. And then of course you use the Eventstream to route and enrich. Maybe you want to put in sorting of field or tag enrichment, fan out. So not intrusive. A product A stays unchanged, subscribers multiply. And then last but not least, you define downstream rules with Activator. An Activator rule can be the event product ID equals your sales orders, which would be the name of the output port from A, a quality status, which means past, a version equal or greater than the minimum version that you require, and then you go and trigger the next pipeline, notebook, data flow, whatever, with passing the events that you just received as parameters. So this actually is a built-in, as this is delivers you built-in observability, a run status, logs, and matrix. So and very, very important, products own their triggers, which means they can decide whether they want to listen to that event or not. So the platform still offers a centralized visibility at that point. So here you can see the bigger picture, just what I mentioned. So this is like the gotchas and good practice here. It's the idempotency, which means like you have a rerun save with same event ID and version if you want to. Then your schema chain safety, which means like with versioning and schema hashes, and you are able to reject incompatible signals and clear alerts. Then you have chatness control, which means like you emit on field snapshot, not on micro writes. The backpressure, the queue via Eventstream is like bounded retries and it's observable. So for security in contracts, it's the output port authentication that covers the data and event, and contracts are live with the product, not in a wiki. That's very important. You're close to where you are. So I would like to do like an in real world example, but I will do this in a separate video because I think time is very rare. Let me know your thoughts about that. If you have experience, like if you're already using that pattern, you're very welcome. Drop me a note in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you like the content I'm delivering, and you're welcome to listen. And thanks for listening. So have a good day. Thanks. Your data is a product guy. Bye.